Yeah, that'll work. All right, you guys want to do a thing. All right, here we go. You got a feeling. Ooh. Hello, everybody. Take it all away. It's Tuesday, June 20th, 2023. Bryce Castillo bringing you in and out of the Great Night Green Room, Great Room, the whole dang thing. Coming up, we got a few interesting. We got some stories for you. We got some outdoors stories, some indoor stories, some hot stories, some very cold, frigid stories coming up for you in just a moment here on the program. Of course, you can support us at any time over at Patreon, patreon.com/Great Night. You can get access to the bones, which is great. You get access to our Diamond Lounge in the Discord, get updates in your email box, easy RSS feed, all of the good stuff over at patreon.com/Great Night. All right, let's check in on the Green Room. Green Room, can you hear me?
Oh my goodness, can we ever, Bryce?
Yeah.
You know, it just occurred to me that some people, somebody out there, this may be their very first time of encountering the green room. And let me just say, the green room is the spot where we get ready. We're a little bit green, but we're about to get good and
We're about to get room.
What? Go on.
Do you guys mind hitting the AC, please?
Oh, wait, hold on.
Oh my God.
No, don't do it, you son of a bitch.
Oh, God.
Thanks,
Yes.
Jerry.
So long, comfort. Oh,
No, we're gonna do it, man. We're gonna make it. We're gonna make it room.
it's 140.
We're gonna make room for it.
It's fine. It's fine.
Keep room for Jesus. We were talking at the bar
104 degrees.
about how your children are reading a bunch of old books and they're complaining about how they're
Boring.
reading old books.
Yeah,
how
yeah.
boring old books, right?
Yeah.
You want to know who else wrote an old book?
Visual gag.
It's us pointing in the sky
Yeah.
for
Yeah, yeah,
Jesus.
Yeah.
I guess he didn't technically write it. Other people wrote it, but it was all like talking about how cool he was.
Also, there's some dispute about whether or not what was written was factual or not.
Well, of course, if I was just gonna write shit about how cool you were, like, I would probably get some stuff wrong.
You would maybe exaggerate a little bit.
Maybe.
Okay.
I might go the other way. I might be like, make it less cool.
Take him down a peg.
Well, you'd be like, oh, I fucking built a 7-acre property, and be like, he built a 5 to 8 acre property.
And it was visited by some fans.
He built a large cotton candy structure. I can't for sure say.
Mathematically speaking, I assume eventually an eclipse happened. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, by the calendar, I guess.
This is too good. I don't want to stop this.
Hey man, how does it feel getting back into the groove? Back into the groove.
It's all right.
It is. I don't want to step on our A block.
No. Well, I'm less in the groove than I would expect to be by now. But it's been
Why?
I guess we're a week and a half since I was no longer puking and shitting.
Yes.
That's only like 10 days.
You're still shitting. Not shitting like you were, like you once were.
Not currently.
But you're still,
not at this moment.
Not at this moment. But
Yeah.
like puking, you've held off on. Shitting's a biological function, though.
Yeah.
You should probably keep up with that.
Well, we'll see. We'll give it on for a try. Hey, are we gonna rent a boat? Are we gonna do a boat thing?
And here's what I want to do. This bar that we go to,
Yeah.
Backspin.
Oh yeah.
Have you been in the bathroom in the pisser? They got a bunch of ads.
Do
you know? You know exactly what ad I'm talking about.
The ad you're talking about.
You know exactly,
It's
my man, because I saw that shit and I'm like, wait, that costs money? I know two people with money, me and Bryce.
I have no idea. I have no idea what that thing is, but I know that the sublabel is "It's like a Ninja Warrior course on water."
Yes! And guess what I saw immediately in my mind's eye? Me and you doing it by ourselves. Bryce, I'm sorry.
Like-
Brett, I'm sorry.
Like-
Bonnie, I'm sorry. Brian's children, I'm sorry.
You and me.
Maybe
You and me.
next time.
We become-
Maybe next time.
We become Tim Robinson, where it's like, Brian and Justin, I feel like you're just here for the ninja course. And we're like, that damn right.
Yeah.
And then we leave the reality show to go do it one more time.
I don't know how much it costs, but it's fucking happening this summer.
I agree.
They have paid for the most effective advertising on God's green
While
earth.
you're touching your dick, like what kind of ads become much more potent while you're touching your dick? A drunk driving attorney ad becomes much more valuable while you're touching your dick.
No, I've been ignoring those since I was a kid.
Okay.
Because that's something that I need at a very specific moment. I've never needed a drunk driving attorney.
Yes. But if you did,
I wouldn't remember. I don't know. I grew up in South Florida. I've seen so fucking many of them. Like they used to have them in the baseball games.
we did a whole bit about how there were cool rapping ones.
Well, no, those are personal injury attorneys. Oh
Okay.
shit! I haven't told you this. So I went back to South Florida, and my friend who works in one of these personal injury attorney mills, he's a lawyer, and as he describes it, his job is to call people who have been in the kind of injuries that, you know, you would call those numbers. I won't say the number for which he works for, but like,
Is there a lot of repeated digits?
maybe. It's a lot of repeated digits and then a 4-letter word that explains the feeling that people are having.
Hurt.
Sure. So I was like, hey, you know ChatGPT is going to take your job, right? And he's like, what do you mean? And I'm like, what do you do? Like, give me an example of a phone call that you make. And he's like, gives me an example. I type it up. And I then read to him, like, explaining the situation. You are an attorney. You're like what your goals are for the call. Here's what the normal experience that he has. I read it to him and he's like, yeah, it's pretty good. That's definitely better than I do.
Okay, so you do not have any ownership in OpenAI or any AI-related company, right?
Yeah, I just want to menace my friends.
Correct. I also have no ownership, which means we can speculate wildly without in any punishment about what the future looks like. It seems to me that if I were OpenAI or any of those companies, I would never, ever, 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 ever say out loud that this software saves lives or in any way replaces a doctor at all. But anecdotally, oh my goodness, do I hear from a lot of people that they have finally cracked the code on 10-year ailments. Similarly, I would never, ever, 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 ever suggest to an attorney that maybe they could ever be replaced by this robot that knows all the rhetoric and all of the case law of all of history that goes before it, might be able to replace them. However, anecdotally, I have heard so many stories of so many people who have solved so many problems.
Here's my thing about like doctors and lawyers. Everybody on these people, are you fucking idiots? Doctors and lawyers? Hey, doctors and lawyers, are you fucking idiots? Here's your problem. You're so in your head ego-wise that you don't realize you just got a free gift for the rest of your career. Everyone who's in college right now to be you, they're fucked. But right now, we've got a bunch of people, an entire generation of people who are never going to just trust a robot. Now, leading edge motherfuckers will trust a robot like us. But the vast majority of people are going to go to humans
own mistake,
and they're going to need to do it. So here's what you have to do. And this is what I told my friend. I'm like, you're fine. Guess what? Just go to that thing, get your script, and fucking go make the call. If you're a doctor and you go to the doctor and you're like, oh, I have a foot thing and foot is trembling on Tuesdays but not on Wednesdays, and when I eat magnesium my eye twitches, like, and then you go like, oh, excuse me, and you write it in an old school pen and paper, and you're like, but really your phone is just on microphone and it's just Chat GPT. And then you're like, excuse me, I have to go to the bathroom. And you go to the bathroom, enter, brrr, and it's like, I was just thinking while I was looking at this ad and touching my dick.
This article from the Journal of the American Folks Who Check on Weird Esoteric Diseases.org.
Yeah.
And they mentioned
Turns out you have rickets.
Yeah, dude. Like, that's going to be the thing where everybody actively suppresses saying the loud part out loud.
I'm just saying, everybody's life would be better if they used AI before they open their mouths, and then you should never say it's AI. Ever. Ever.
Okay.
We shouldn't tell the story. We should not.
In the spirit.
We should not.
We should maybe disclose some of our recent things that we've learned. To give an example, unless nope, not that one.
You should not. No, this is exactly the opposite of my point. You should never say what it was.
Okay. But how will we educate the masses if we don't?
I don't give a fuck, man. I don't give a fuck.
Okay. Here are the top 10 players of Marvel Snap in 2023. Number 1, Player 1. Number 2, Player 2. Number 3, Player 3. Number 4. Basically, apparently that was not a good use of it.
No. Is it a good use of this time?
Yes.
Okay.
Because I'm going to fail again and again and again.
Dude, is that good?
Okay, I don't know why I did this, but you are a total...
bit?
No. Okay, all right. Here's the new game. Take your Chat GPT of choice. Give them a character. Here's what I wrote on Father's Day. I gathered around all my daughters, and we all recited the following. I wrote, "You are a total Valley girl. Use over-the-top Valley girl language to explain to me the philosophy of Immanuel Kant." And my daughter said, "Oh my gosh, like totally. Let's talk about this super deep philosopher dude, Immanuel Kant. He's like so old, like 18th century old, but his ideas are like totally hot right now." So anyway, first off, Kant's all about something he calls the categorical imperative, which is like a really fancy way. Dude, it was amazing. It was amazing. I'm talking Immanuel Kant with my kids. No? No.
I guess you had to be there.
You are now famous comics creator Stan Lee. Explain through a series of characters that you are inventing on the fly right now the concept of nihilism. Excelsior, true believers! Gather round because of Stan the Man Lee is going to... Okay, all right. I guess you did have to be there. No. Sorry.
Should keep going.
No. Because then I have to use more tokens.
Jack Kirby's kid is all pissed off about the new Stan Lee documentary on Disney Plus.
Jack Kirby's progeny is pissed off about a Stan Lee related thing?
Yeah.
Well, now I've heard everything.
Yeah, it turns out the Stan Lee documentary, through the voice of Stan Lee, doesn't really credit Jack Kirby a lot for coming up with these characters. Turns out Stan Lee came up with all of them.
Where are you at on that?
Oh, I mean, considering we just did a whole show about how magnetic, incredibly important characters in their communities can sometimes have a way of making everything bigger, making the pie bigger for everybody, but in the process centering themselves to the point where they detract credit from others, probably unfairly and unnecessarily. Yeah, that tracks. I think there's enough to say that, like, there should be a lot more distributing of praise from Stan Lee throughout the process of the last few decades before he died, where he's like, Oh, yeah, no, Jack's an absolute genius, a super brilliant person. He came up with so much of this. It's my honor. It was my honor to have worked with him, and it's my honor to continue to serve his legacy.
The story, as I had read it, was basically Jack Kirby just drew a bunch of stuff, and then after being given the the drawings, Stan Lee would just make up a story in Stan Lee style.
It sounds like a Stan Lee type of tale.
Classic. Excelsior.
Yeah. I don't know. A bunch of people gave me a bunch of garbage, and I said, "You're garbage man. You should." Garbage man goes to the dump, and he says he fights the clean room, a secret society of a bunch of disturbed tables. But garbage man says, "No, you need to mess it up a little bit. It's the dark and light, Satan and God." The yin and yang, an elemental struggle. Garbage man coming to a rack near you, true believers. Excelsior.
So I realize I'm really enjoying seeing the reposts of 10 years ago today on NSFW show. And I know at some point we had our own version, Stan Ree.
Yeah.
Len Peralta.
Different time.
I can't believe that was more than 10 years ago. It was so good.
Yeah.
My new character. A podcast man.
Well, that's the other thing is that, like, it's not like he came up with a lot of really, really good shit after he stopped working with fucking everybody with Ditko and Kirby, right?
Well,
it's like that motherfucker had a burst of like 6 years and then ate off that shit for the rest of his life, making sure that he was at the front of it.
Well, and I believe Kirby at some point had a separation from Stan Lee, and he got into like an Ayn Randian phase where he's like, "A man, he believes in capitalism," or what have you.
Wait, who was that?
I believe
that
Jack Kirby.
That was Kirby.
Yeah.
No, wouldn't doubt it.
Or Ditko. Okay, people are saying Steve Ditko.
That was Ditko. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, so Jack Kirby's kid, basically, he wrote this very verbose thing talking about like, like in mythology, blah blah blah. It was a lot of like flexing without flexing. That like, hey, Stan Lee didn't know shit about mythology. Like anything that you ascribe to the idea of like the modern myths that superheroes are these very important cultural characters that have tapped into this elemental part of storytelling where we want to infuse ourselves into these larger than life, save the world characters, which can be traced back to fucking Zeus, right?
Well, and also
that's all Jack Kirby. Like that was the shit that he was really into.
The narrative, as I've read about it in the last 10, 20 years, was that the reason Marvel, destroyed DC was because all of their characters had flaws. They all had relatable aspects to them or whatever. Is the thesis that it was Jack Kirby that was infusing all of that?
Yeah, I guess. I don't know. I mean, I would defer to somebody who's a little bit more of a comics head than I am. I know the basic traces of it, but the shorthand is that Jack Kirby would get like a little scribble of like, I don't know, he's a man who's also a spider. Go. Like, and then Jack Kirby would actually like draw and write it, like the vast majority of it.
How much would you pay to be a fly on the wall to watch those two talk?
I actually think that there's a great. I don't know why when Mad Men came out that
Like
there
a
wasn't just a
full-on
rash
series.
of stuff like that.
Yeah.
Because there's like a couple things that like they don't all have to be in that exact same time period, but some kind of in the moment time period-y, and you don't have to actually take those people's lives. You don't have to look for their likeness rights or whatever, but just tell a story that is evocative of that kind of conflict.
With a wink and a nod, let everybody know, hey, that's Stan Lee, that's Jack Kirby.
Or I mean, people will pick it up, right?
Yeah.
They'll be like,
that's the extrovert, that's the introvert.
well, in the same way with
Here's
like like Succession. Like Succession is like there was like 2 or 3 times a season that you're like, oh, that's like blank. They did a blank. Like because nothing's new under the sun when it comes to business and collaboration and rich people. So it's like, that's you could just do that super easy.
Where you at on the Righteous Gemstones?
I love it.
The first episode I was fairly neutral on.
Did you see the second one?
Second episode was great.
Yeah,
it was great.
I think there's a reason why. Why they ran them both together.
Yeah. Yep. First episode, a lot of just treading water. Second episode is like, we're doing a thing. This is great.
Yeah,
they're throwing shoes. They're chasing cars. Gideon, all of a sudden, interesting. He's that whole moment where Gideon and Eli are working together, where it's like Gideon, the rules are he's not allowed to move his neck. Eli is being his eyes. He's like, you're safe left. Go left. Yeah. Oh, so great. It was great.
Yeah, and Steve Zahn. I think it's really, really funny because Steve Zahn and Danny McBride are two of the same kind of actors where either of them, I think they both left Hollywood and they live somewhere else. I think Steve Zahn lives in like Montana and Danny McBride lives in the Carolinas somewhere, and they just like commute to go do their stuff, but they're good enough actors and big enough stars that they can continue to book stuff. But it's really funny to see them in the same show because they have the same reputation.
Where else have I seen Steve Zahn? He was in
White Lotus. That was the last big thing he did.
White Lotus, and then
he was
before
season
that,
one.
he did what was the HBO cop drama? Wasn't he one of the guys in
The Wire?
No. After
He was not
that,
in The Wire. After The Wire.
the one that Matthew McConaughey was in.
True Detective.
Yeah, he was in that, right?
Yeah, I don't remember. I don't think he was in True Detective.
Yeah, I don't know.
But yeah, he was in, I don't know, That Thing You Do.
That would not have been the pull I would have made, but yes.
That's where I remember him. Bryce has it up, but we can't see because of the way that the Skype is crabbed. Joyride.
Oh, that's right. He was like the big bad in something, one of the Planet of the Apes.
Yeah, motherfucker just keeps booking roles, dude.
Yeah.
Did you not like That Thing You Do? Captain Geach and the Shrimp Shack Shooters?
It was fine.
That's a great movie. I love that movie.
Look, I think all of us would like to watch Tom Hanks masturbate once. It was cute. He came and he was very polite and he wiped it up with a tissue.
No,
and then he apologized to an empty room and then he left. It was great.
Dude, pre-stardom Charlize Theron.
Yeah.
Yeah. Super hot. Liv Tyler.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also,
the songs are great.
A little bit of a nod to Beatles stuff. Weird flex that it was the drummer that made them a hit by speeding up the song.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, there's like a whole thing. Like the record executive is like, give us another month and we'll be invading them. It's like the British invasion in America.
Got it.
Yeah.
What else is good? Steve Zahn has been in. I feel like he's.
Shout out to Steve Zahn. I love Steve Zahn.
I want to say he wasn't in Ozark, was he? Where else have I seen Steve Zahn? Deli Daycare. Yeah. This is wonderful.
Yeah, the problem is, because
we're just seeing years.
The screen is cropped on Skype, so we can not see the. There we go. Yeah.
There we go. Okay, White Lotus.
Uh-huh. Where'd you go, Bernadette? Can you tell that he doesn't live in L.A.? Because this motherfucker is booking whatever he can.
Yeah.
Treme.
I retract everything I've said.
Phineas and Ferb.
Dallas Buyers Club.
Monk.
Yeah. Yeah. What are you watching these days?
Zelda. I'm watching myself play Zelda, baby. That's what I'm doing.
Are you done pretending that you don't play video games?
I play that video game.
And?
Marvel Snap. No, not Hearthstone. I haven't touched Hearthstone since we fucking when we made the Switch clean.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah, no, I haven't touched Hearthstone. I'm all on Marvel Snap now. But yeah, no, playing a lot of Zelda, man. Playing a lot of Zelda. I think I went outside of their I think I So they have these things, these gyroglyphs, gyroglyphs.
Go on.
So here's the thing,
They
man.
got Gina Torres.
They got Gina Torres. And you got to go find where there's a cutscene.
Okay.
There's a cutscene hidden in these motherfuckers.
Okay.
And you're wandering around, and so it's a lot easier when you're like coming down from the sky. You can see them.
Do you actually watch the cutscenes or?
Oh fuck yeah, you watch these cutscenes.
Okay.
My man.
All right. Got it.
And I think I went out of order because I have to imagine it has to be the end of the cutscenes or one of the end of the cutscenes because
Like you landed on one where it's like, "You're fired, Link. You never belonged at this ad agency. Get out of here."
so this is like the first 5 minutes of the game is Zelda's like, Link, you have to come down to the basement. My father told me to never go down to the basement. And then they're like, oh, a bunch of mythology. I wonder if this will affect the lore of this game. Link, we need to keep going down to the basement. And then you go down to the basement, and then there's like, what's that fucked up ghost? We should touch the ghost, Link. And then you touch the ghost, and fucking Ganon comes back, and it's like, they were keeping Ghost Ganon in the basement, totally unguarded. Not even like an old knight, like in Indiana Jones in The Last Crusade. Literally, an unguarded threat to the realm that could explode at any moment, therefore turning our entire civilization on its head.
Did you watch the Super Mario movie?
No.
It was bad.
You told me.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Anyway, a joke being Luigi shows up. He's like, "Oh, I have a flashlight. I'm killed by a Ganon." That's all.
Is that from the movie?
Yeah. No, that's canon.
Of the Super Mario Brothers movie?
All of them. It's canon to life.
Canon to everyone.
It's on Wikipedia. I saw it.
So anyway, Zelda gets trapped back in time,
Yeah.
and all the cutscenes are you seeing what happened back in time. Yes.
Yes.
Send Lacey in, yeah. Lacey's here. Y'all are gonna meet Lacy.
Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for a little segment we like to call A Bit Too Real, featuring Justin and Brian, in which we take one of our deepest, darkest,
Come on in,
closely
Lacy.
held secrets and put them on the internet. You're live on the internet, Lacey. Have a seat.
Go ahead and pick up a mic. Come
Any
on
of those
over.
mics.
Lacey, you, among many other things, work at the restaurant that
Shall be unnamed.
Brian goes to all the time, and I go
what
to
you're talking about.
and I
I don't know
go
what y'all are
to
talking about,
a fraction of, and yet staggeringly often of the time. So introduce yourself here to the audience. That's the camera right over there.
Hello, everybody. I'm Lacey. How's it going? Nice to meet everyone.
How would you describe Brian as a patron?
No.
This is
Kind.
what you've invited.
Kind.
Why else did you want her to
Kind.
come here?
No. Y'all have been, honestly, like, it's been an experience meeting people that, like, are intelligent. And
Yeah.
It's fun to talk to, and you don't just, like, have to do the same song and dance of, like, hey, how's it going?
What's up? Yeah.
What's up?
You're gonna have to
eating
eat
here
that
again?
mic there. Sorry.
Sorry.
Yeah, it's fine.
But yeah, so like, you know, it's different than the average, like, oh, what are you eating today? You can have an, intelligent conversation with someone. It's very nice and refreshing versus just the same old song and dance.
How many Bud Light conversations have you had?
Oh, there it is. There it is. Reminder, you're on the internet. By the way, before you respond to that, somebody asked,
What percent does Brian tip is what people are asking in the chat.
oh, I'm a hard 20
Off
at
the
least.
charts. Off
Yeah.
the charts. Off the charts.
Look at that. Okay. So is
Good
there anything that
person.
you wanted to get in before she answers the Bud Light question?
Just that our relationship with this bar, it's difficult to know for sure what it's like from your side, but I get the impression that most of the time we're a delight, and occasionally we're a bit of an annoyance.
Never.
Never a
Oh
delight.
no, I buy that because I used to be a server. Like if you have regulars that are there like all the time, they're
like
because they don't give it. They're not gonna do the thing that's most annoying that a customer does, which is bitch or complain or leave a gigantic mess or anything fucked up like that. Like those are all like the cardinal sins when you are a server. Is like, are they gonna be totally annoying and send something back like 80 times? Are they going to lowball me on a tip, or are they going to leave a gigantic mess and then just fuck off? Are there any other cardinal sins or any other big things that happen?
like bringing 45 people without calling first.
Oh, yeah.
Like, hey, we're not prepared for that on the daily basis. Like, you have to what?
What's that? Like a softball team? Like,
Absolutely.
oh, that's what happens.
Yeah.
The
That's
entire both teams come in,
right.
and
Because
they're all 8.
friends.
So like none of them are ordering beer.
And like they're all really good, like kids. They're all nice, respectable, but it's just like it's also still like 40 people to feed at a time.
40 hot dogs, please, and we all got to be home in 45 minutes.
And if you could make it snappy, because we got bedtime soon. And it's like,
Okay, now to the important part. Of all of the bars that I've gone to that have a 10-foot wide, 6-foot tall memorial to Bud Light, yours is one of them. How's it going?
we have a few angry fans. You know, we got some disappointed people for sure.
Yeah.
You know, but the other day, this guy, he's been drinking Bud Light since I've met him for like 2-3 years now.
That's his order.
It was his sponsor, and you know, I'm not gonna
Sponsor?
Yeah, like for whatever
For
he
AA?
does, like whatever he does in his life. Is his sponsor, and I'm not going to go into details because I'm not trying to.
Is that like is that like a colloquial thing? Like some people are the mayor at the bar, or like does he actually have like a legit sponsor?
No, like I think like it was like bull riding or something like that. Like he had a legit sponsor
Gotcha.
for whatever he does.
There is, that is one of the cool things about living on the fringes of Austin society is like every so often there are people who are like, they're a legit thing in whatever space they're in, whether it's race car driving or bull riding or podcast comedy.
But yeah, so I was like, oh, so Bud Light, and I go and reach, and he's like, no, we don't do that anymore. And I was like, oh, okay, man. I'm like, not even thinking about the Bud Light thing, and I go to put it back, and he goes, but I'll take a Modelo while you're down there, and I'm like, so we're over the wall. We're cool with the Mexicans again. Like, I was just wondering which battle we were in.
They're number one now.
They are.
No,
number one.
did you hear that?
No, I didn't.
Modelo is
Modelo
the
is
number one
one.
brand in America.
I was like, it's just light bulb. Like I had to. I was just
We briefly tried to make it a thing to
Make
trade-
America bueno again. We fucking did it.
I'm gonna put that on a bumper sticker on my car.
A couple weeks ago.
What a crazy world that the activism begun by like the Tea Party and Trump's presidency has now dovetailed into the natural outcome that we all saw coming from a million miles away. Modelo being the number one beer in America. Because have you seen? I don't know.
Modelo's saving the day.
I don't know how much you watch sports, because this is mostly where I've seen these ads.
I mean, I you know exactly how I see
Anything
sports.
that you've seen at this bar. But Modelo's ads are so Mexican.
Yeah.
They are the most Mexican that you could possibly get away with on fucking
Sombreros?
mainstream. No, it's like, and they play. This is not necessarily Mexican, but it reads as Hispanic,
Fast
despite the fact
running
that it was
mice?
shot in Italy. But they play the Good, the Bad, and the Ugly like song,
Spaghetti
like,
Western.
"Ooh,
Yeah.
and it's like Doug the Cartoon Man Mexican, like I got his start drawing crazy cartoons of ladies with big boobs, and now has become like the biggest artist. And they have the dude, he's in it. It's like about him. It's about a real dude, and it's just like a guy that just used to draw tattoos, and now he's like a huge street artist. And it's like, and he did it because of Modelo. Modelo, like Mexicans rule, and then like they cheers, and now it's the number one. It's the number one.
Yeah, I kind of don't even want to share our cocktail idea now. Or should
Oh, well, no, yeah, we can. So if anybody gets
I'm a
upset,
bartender,
yeah, if
what?
anyone gets
Yeah.
upset, you can,
we offer them a special cocktail.
yeah,
It's called the Dylan Mulvaney.
yeah.
And what it is it's a Bud Light that you put a label over and you write the words Miller Lite.
I mean, couldn't you just put like a koozie on it?
Sure. Let's brand it.
You know,
Yeah, that's it.
I mean,
just get Miller Lite koozies,
yes,
and
yeah.
put a Bud Light in it, and say your beer just self-ID'd.
It's still just a brown bottle. How would you like? They all taste the same. I don't know what to tell you. Miller Lite, Bud Light, and Coors Light taste the same.
Ladies and gentlemen, Brett
Weaver, Lacey, come on, scoot on down, and Brett will sit here, and then Bryce, when you come in, just bring the wireless so we can go 5 wide.
This will be fun. Lacey, here's a fun game. Why is Brett famous?
Yeah, Brett's a famous person, so this is going to be a 20 questions.
You're going to have to
why
do
you
you
think
this here?
Yeah.
Oh goodness, yes.
Why
Okay.
do you think that
because
Brett
here's
is
where
famous?
We get
Why
to
do
see
I
you
feel like
twist.
that was loaded? Like, hey, do you know anything about anything?
No, you see,
No. But this is something where like there's no unless you get the wrong answer 20 times. That's the only way that you're
Outside
wrong.
of that, there's
So,
no wrong
20,
answers.
20 questions.
Yeah.
20
Yeah.
questions.
20
Yeah.
questions.
Yeah.
All right, I'll let you figure it out.
Yeah.
Ooh, actually, this is a good game. You got
Yeah.
Yep. 20 cues.
Okay.
What are you famous for?
No, okay, that's
No,
First
you
of
get
all,
20 guesses.
20
kudos
guesses.
to
20
the tactic.
guesses.
Yeah.
You could do yes, no
Cult
questions.
leader.
Are you a blank? All right. So know that he's famous to a certain sub segment
To an
of the
extent.
internet.
All
Like legit famous, where people are excited and they come to his panels at whatever thing he does. So yes, no questions. Starting with question 1.
Yes. Okay. Is it anything to do with Star Trek?
Is it
No.
anything to do with Star Trek?
No.
No.
I wish it was.
Is it anything to do with genitalia?
Is it anything to do with genitalia?
Think hard about this one. Think hard about this one.
Or soft or flappy.
No, I can say
Oh no.
Okay.
No.
Okay.
That's
okay.
2 down, 18 to go.
Is it anything political?
Anything political.
Absolutely not.
Oh, wonderful.
Okay.
Now
She instantly likes you more. Okay, good. All right.
Yeah,
all right.
let's let them go here.
Is it something film related?
Yes.
Ooh, that's exciting.
16.
All right. Are you writing a Netflix series?
Are you writing a Netflix
No.
series?
Yeah.
Oh,
No.
maybe you should be. Okay. And
I would say pay attention to your phrasing on that last question.
are you writing sci-fi?
No.
Damn it.
Listen, as your advisor, I would say, are you on blank or are you known for blank? I might not use the word writing. You're down to 15.
Okay. I'm running
My wife is known for writing.
No,
I am not.
wait. Don't, he's going to try to mess you up. He's going to try to mess you up.
I thought I was up. I thought I was.
No. Okay. All right, Lacey, you got this.
The heat is on.
Literally, because we
Yeah.
turned off the AC, so like for audio quality, so it is getting a little bombing in here,
when you see
considering we
beads of
just packed
sweat,
4 people on
You'll
the
know
podcast.
it's real.
Yeah.
Okay. So you're on Discovery Channel.
No.
Damn it. Okay.
Okay.
The next
Where
episode
we
of
at? Where we at?
Cosmos.
I would say you want to separate.
No.
genres.
Numbers. Number of questions.
14. We're down to 14.
We're down to
Yeah.
14.
14. Okay.
No, you didn't. My stupid fucking watch. I swear. I don't know how to turn that off. Somebody email me how to turn the lift to talk thing.
I have no idea, guys. I feel very on the
No. Go back to a few of those questions before.
Okay.
Except take away writing.
Okay.
Just
Think
say,
of
are
other
you
ways that
involved
you would be
with
involved with
blank?
some of the projects that you were talking about.
Okay. So are you on a sci-fi project?
Yes.
Yes. Okay, there we go.
Cool. Okay.
All right, 13.
Okay.
You got this.
So
You got this,
other
Lacey.
things that are not writing.
Other things that are not writing. You are directing
I
a
wish,
sci-fi
but no.
project?
No.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Pay attention to that sadness when he said "I wish." That's an important
Yeah.
clue.
What
You're
is
down
what
to
is
12.
something who?
So-
What is somebody
yeah.
who wishes they were a
A
director?
career, yes.
So we're editing sci-fi project?
No.
No. Yeah. 11.
Alright.
Okay.
So we're not directing. We're not editing. We're not writing.
No.
Shooting, filming.
Who would be maybe in front?
Acting in?
Yes.
What?
Starring in?
Some.
Co-starring in?
Some.
Many more.
All right, 10. You're at 10. You're at 10.
Okay, I'm at 10.
Okay, so somebody who's acting
All right,
or
so let's go to
starring or
genres.
co-starring.
Genres. You said sci-fi.
Right.
What
We know
kind of
sci-fi.
sci-fi projects are there?
Also, look at him.
Just hold for a second. Fuck you, Brian.
Okay,
So,
I'll see you're welcome.
I happen to like everybody on this cast.
Yeah.
Thank you very much. Okay, so a romance sci-fi?
I'm positive you've probably done something. At
I've
least in
done
that vein.
something like
Yeah.
that.
Something
But that's
like
not
that.
what he's best
But
known
not the
for.
current one
Yeah.
that we're trying to...
Well, no.
Just
he-
what
he
I
is-
do.
Yeah. He is.
What is
he
it I do?
Yeah. He is somebody for whom is constantly working in his field.
Also, you're at 9.
Coming down to the wire here. All right, think about types of science fiction.
Structures. You
Types
know
of
it's a
science
sci-fi
fiction.
thing. What kind of
Right.
sci-fi
So
things
sci-fi
are there?
movies, sci-fi television shows, different
Ooh.
kinds of television shows, different kinds of movies.
This is like a sub of a sub of a sub of a sub.
Yep.
Can
well,
be.
everything's a genre of
you
a
know
genre.
what? That one was free. I'm not even going to charge you a point for that.
No, I'm not a big fan of subs. So, yeah.
Oh, she's
Oh,
looking.
are you a
no,
hand
no,
actor?
no looking.
No,
All right.
no looking.
Okay.
Number 9.
Number 9. So a horror sci-fi?
Oh,
Like gory?
is it
murderous?
gory? Actually, I think
Yes.
it is.
Yeah,
Yes.
we got
Some.
Yes.
Got
Yes.
some like murdering alien stuff going on. Oh,
Some.
Yes. Okay. You know what?
Okay.
I'm going to collapse that in. Now you're down to 8.
okay. Do you get to play the monster?
Yes.
Ooh, okay.
7.
Ooh, oh,
All right, no, there's a big leap that you've yet to make.
Think about the
A
type,
big
the
leap.
type of thing he does.
like a stunt double?
No.
No.
Oh.
6.
But now
Six.
now
But
you've
now
identified
you're
because
dialed in.
one would
You're dialed
be
in.
him going to a set
Uh-huh.
and falling down and yelling as the monster.
Okay.
Maybe what's the what is a way that he could do everything that he has said that he does but not showing up to set?
So you're the voice
Yes.
Yes.
of the
5.
monster?
Of
he
some.
has
I
been.
love some of them.
Sure.
Okay.
All right.
Okay,
Next.
so like the voice actor?
Okay.
Yes.
So
Ooh.
so
I'm
where
gonna stay at 5.
where would voices?
That'd be like an animated.
Oh.
Yes.
You're down to 4. You're down to
Okay.
4.
All right, so now you have animation, wide spectrum of animation. What kind of animation?
Are we talking like slapstick cartoonish like Rick and Morty?
3. You're down
I
to
wish.
3.
No.
Okay.
No.
Or are we talking like Japanese anime?
Down to 2. You got 2 left.
2 left.
Well, I think
Okay.
she got it. Are we looking for anything more
she got it.
specific?
Well, I mean, unless she's a big fan and knows the exact property.
Well,
Are you an anime
so many
fan, Lacey?
different
I mean, I
properties.
am, but I'm currently watching the Vinland Saga on Netflix, the Viking one.
No.
No,
So, you know, that's kinda where I'm at in my anime series right now.
Saga,
Are you?
but I'm on the Crunchyroll version of it, not the Netflix. It's the
Gotcha.
same show.
Okay.
It's exactly the same.
So what character do you play on that?
I'm.
Oh shit. Fuck.
He's the
I fucked up.
berserker character,
Oh, okay.
the brother that
Yeah, he's
fuck
crazy.
shit up.
Yeah, he just wants to murder everything.
that was me.
Thornkill, I think is his.
No, not Thor.
Are you
Thorgil.
talking about Bjorn?
No, but it's like Thorgil. I think.
Because Bjorn eats this mushroom and then literally turns into like super duper. I'm gonna murder everything guy.
No, because my character is more like, oh, is this what we're doing? And then he fucking straight up murders
By the way,
everybody.
the only way to win this game
Yeah.
is to know the show better than the actor who was the voice in
Yes.
the show.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And that's not
Lacey
difficult
did
to
it.
do.
And
That's
the person
actually
that's been watching it
No,
for the past week.
because for Brett, it's like all right, I got
What am I doing?
I got 102 lines. I'm gonna record, and then and that's Saturday morning.
Yes.
Like so, the breakfast you ate and the lunch you had is probably more memorable than the things that you talked into a microphone.
One of the skills that I have developed is the ability to have a page of the script. There's the screen, and I can look at the word. It goes in my eye, bypasses my brain, and goes right out my mouth. And I don't remember anything. It's like doing this show a lot of the time. I don't
Sounds a
remember
bit familiar.
anything.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I love. There was one show I did a whole series in one day.
Oh my God.
And it was like in 4 hours.
Holy cow.
It was called
Hooray
something
for
Brothers.
America,
I see.
the Donald Trump
No, it was
story.
Narima Daikon Brothers. That's what it was. And I played this character that, like, later on, people were like, "What was your favorite part?" I was like, "I gotta check. That's the part that I remember."
I really
I paid
would love
my
to
bills.
just make up a bunch of names for animes that don't exist that you could just say that you've been
Yeah.
in.
Oh, yeah. That's
Like,
easy.
Actually,
enough.
that would be a good Bryce
just
game.
like- just
is,
like-
is
like-
Brett, did you appear in this? Did I ruin the bit?
I was on a roll. I was about to do a thing.
All right.
So, have you watched Super Mario Brothers?
Yeah.
No.
Oh.
Okay. So anyway, I wasn't in it.
Oh, okay.
That used to be my favorite thing to do is
But I
go,
act-
hey, you remember that show? Yeah, I wasn't in that.
I can say though, I can actually relate to that feeling because when I did stand up for 3 years, you'd get off stage and people were like, "Oh man, that was so funny," and like shake your hand, "Let me buy you a shot," and I'm like, I don't remember anything I just said
Yeah.
at all. Like my adrenaline's kicking.
Oh,
so
we
hard by
don't
the time
know.
I get off that I'm
There's a
like,
game that Bryce will play, our producer, with us that I genuinely don't like. I really like most of what we do on this show. It genuinely makes me feel like I am succumbing to dementia because they'll just take things that we've said.
Do you remember?
And
I do
oftentimes
believe was
they're
the name of the
recently.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's who said what.
Oh, that's
and
right.
then they'll just say a name of a thing, although it's really funny you couldn't remember the actual name of the bit. He'll just say the name or say the words, and then we'll have to decide, Brian and I, which person said it.
That's not the worst version of it. The worst version is when
This is
we'll
true.
play a game and only at the completion of a 25-minute game will he reveal, "Yep, that's the same game we did 2 months ago." That's the one.
This smug motherfucker.
Bryce.
That was good. That was good.
Gift that.
All right. Let's toss it back to Mission Control.
Yeah, he's
yeah.
pissed at us. Lacey, where can people find you? Do you have anywhere online that people can find you?
No, I never had anything really recorded. I did a bit down at Dizzy Rooster off 6th Street once.
Okay.
I just so happened to be going with a friend in my pajamas one night and was not expecting to get on stage because I wasn't feeling well, and they dragged me up there anyway. Ended up lighting up the room.
kill?
It was it was great, but I can't remember a damn thing about it because the bartender was so excited about how many people I brought in that he bought me shots for the rest of the night.
And
I was
then
just
you
like,
drank yourself
and I'm
to-
sure I did great, but I couldn't tell you what I did.
Yeah.
You know, like.
Well, look, when you blow up, everyone's gonna be like, I first heard of Lacey right here
Yeah.
on their show.
I mean, I definitely have the professional organizing gig still rolling. So Lacy for Spacey. You can find that on Instagram or Facebook. You ever need to organize any of your spaces or your life?
Exactly. Yeah.
Are you going to do any more stand up?
You know, I've been getting asked about it a lot lately, but the truth of the matter is you have to go through like some dark ass trauma
Yeah.
in order to be like super legitimately funny.
So,
and
so
I've
you're
been
like
pretty
out on
happy.
a quest for like more trauma.
Yeah, like I really need to like go break my heart or something.
Yeah,
and
get
then
some
like
I will say I've never in my life met a well-adjusted stand-up. I have met well-adjusted sketch people and I've met well-adjusted improv people.
Right, but
they have like perspective or writers. I've met like most of everybody. If you're in comedy, you're kind of fucked up, but like
Yeah.
you can be a functional human.
Right.
I've never met a high-functioning stand-up
Right.
who was like in any way not the most fucked up person in the room.
I feel like I have chapters. So like when I'm going through something, that's when I'm like my funniest.
Time to go.
Because like
Yeah.
the filter's gone, the sarcasm is high. I really don't care anymore. Look at the barren field of fucks I give, you know? Like everybody can just
So things are going well, which means you're less
Yeah,
funny.
so like since I'm happy right now, I don't
Gotcha.
really have like super funny things to say right now,
You
unfortunately.
want to know what? If you're only kind of funny, welcome to the world of podcasting.
I was about to say.
I made it, guys. I made
You're
it.
home.
It's where
You're home.
where everybody thinks you're healthy.
Yeah. All right,
Mission
Bryce.
control.
Yes, hello.
Go, take it.
All right. Thank you so much, Green Room. Fantastic toss. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the rest of the Great Night pre-show. Green Room, Great Room, whole dang thing. Bryce Castillo here, escorting you out of the Green Room. Hello. And welcome back, everybody. It is still June 20th, 2023. Let's do a few birthdays in our birthday borner. This is the part of the show where I go to our Discord, check out the birthday borner channel, and see who we got to give shout-outs to. And you are all the fine folks who let us know who we give some shout-outs to. I mentioned last week was my birthday on Monday, so happy birthday yesterday to me. Happy birthday to How to Solve for X, who turned 42 yesterday. Happy birthday to Jesse. And then happy birthday to Birdie. Happy birthday, Blue Fred, turning 17 years old tomorrow. Happy birthday, Birdie. That's OPSEC. But yes, hello. Well, if you want to get your birthday shouted out in this part of the show, go to our Discord, discord.greatnight.tv. Check out the birthday borner channel. It might look empty. That's for OPSEC. That's for OPSEC. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. We still got a little bit of time before we do the show. You guys want to do a little bit of critical racing theory here? You guys want to talk a little about speedy cars? The Canadian Grand Prix was over the weekend at Circuit Gilles Villeneuve, and would you believe it? Max Verstappen won again. Max Verstappen won pretty handily. Did not get the fastest lap. I don't know if he let Checo get the fastest lap point, but Checo certainly took it. Apparently, and you heard the radio call during the race if you watched it live. Apparently Max hit a bird. Max did the old Randy Johnson and hit a bird with his car. And apparently it just got stuck up in the brake duct, and they pulled it out. They couldn't pull it out until the end of the race. And so despite having a corpse of a bird, an avian corpse in his brake duct, Max still managed to win like 4 seconds ahead of everybody else. It was it loses a little bit of the fun when Max so handily destroys it. I mean, it's not even like Perez, his teammate, is neck and neck. Like Checo is trying to keep up, but Checo just needs like finishing school. He needs just polish. You know, it almost feels like he's making like rookie mistakes and rookie issues. But besides Canada, besides Max Verstappen, we can talk about Ferrari. Ferrari, I don't know that Ferrari necessarily made I would say I don't think they made a good informed strategic choice, but they ended up in a strategy place to get a few points. So George Russell smashes the back end of his car into one of the turns, and so they end up doing a virtual safety car, and it's just at the right moment where Max and everybody goes in to change tires. This is like what, lap 10, 11, 12, something like that, and that was too early. Like a lot of these other cars had started on mediums. 12 laps is not long enough to get the most out of those mediums, so the Ferrari guys just stayed out. They ended up getting 5 or 6 positions, and yeah, it was not a podium. It's this Ferrari of 2023 is not fighting for podiums anymore, but you know what? But 4 and a 5 is a very consistent result for that team. George Russell, this man smashes into the wall, smashes the back wheel into the wall. You see all that debris and parts of his suspension onto the track. He brings it around, gets into the pit lane. They change his tires. They take a look at it and say, you can go out and try, I guess. And the motherfucker does another like 35, 40 laps on that broken car. Like, it would have actually been really impressive if he hadn't, if he had finished the race. But he didn't.
He didn't?
He didn't.
Why not?
Well, because when he smashed his car into the wall, it meant that he had a, quote, terminal brake problem.
So was that like he has a lack of will? You think he says to go back and dig down deeper, try harder?
And you know, he maybe should have done that and kept it out of the wall. Try harder to keep it out of the wall.
Try harder. Keep it out of the wall.
Yeah.
Hey, what are some of the best stories that people at the Magic Castle love to tell? I'm only
about
asking.
how David Copperfield ripped him off.
Well, I don't know that I'll write that one down. I did write, ask them about the time that David Blaine got turned away because he wouldn't wear a suit. They
Okay.
love telling that story.
They do,
Like
yeah.
that's how seriously they take that.
Yeah.
Well,
Well, no, the one that I remember was Floyd Mayweather, the boxer, wanted to rent out the castle and was going to pay like over top dollar. And then they turned him away because he refused to wear a suit.
Wear a
because he
suit,
only wears.
yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot about suits. Bryce, how many
really-
suits do you own?
I think I own a suit. I think I have my father's wedding suit somehow.
got
You
him.
do?
I think I do, or maybe just the. I don't know. I don't
Are you
wear it.
are you
Does it have
ever
ruffles on
afraid
it?
that? Are you ever afraid that if you wear it one time, you're gonna go back in time and have to marry your mom?
Please don't joke about that.
Wow.
That's
It's literally my worst nightmare.
Yeah.
this is how curses get started. This
Do
is how
you?
horror movies begin.
It'd be really funny if it took this long for us to find out that you have a deadly fear of time travel.
I'm scared of calendars.
Oh my God! Are you serious? You have to marry your mom now.
It'd be funny if, like, whenever Bryce watches Back to the Future, he just involuntarily shits. Oh wait, no, you haven't seen Back to the Future.
We talked
We
about.
did see I saw the first
You
one.
wound up seeing the first
We
one.
did do the first one on a stream, but
And
we
did
still
you
never
not
did
enjoy it?
Oh no, I had a great time. We just never did the second and third one.
Yeah.
We got to get back to that.
Is it because you involuntarily shit?
Listen, that is neither here nor there. You're being the water closet.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Looper.
It-
More like pooper.
more like plooper.
Because he involuntarily shits with time travel.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh,
He's afraid of time travel.
yeah.
And I'm so scared I just shit. You know that thing that people
I feel
do when
like
they're
I'm
scared?
every NPC in a dating sim.
That's all I've been listening to is Zelda. Is the
That's why the president needs to.
Yeah.
Do they still have the Great Fairy in that game?
Oh fuck yeah.
Ooh!
Yeah. Oh no. This fairy is great. There's
Great.
it's a big great fairy.
Go on.
You go to the great fairy.
Yep.
And you have the fairy bless your armor.
Okay.
Yeah.
And how does it sound?
The fairy loves musicians
Yes.
and artisans.
Yes.
The fairy supports the arts.
Yes.
There was a whole mission at
Wait,
one of the ones
wait.
that I was there. I had to put the fucking wheels on the artist's shuttle so they could go see their precious fairy.
Yes.
They were upset that the artists were upset that they couldn't see their favorite fairy.
But the fairy sounds.
And she's like 10 feet tall.
Yeah. And she's got big tits.
Do you think if when we were 17 years old, if
Yeah.
we acted that way to our parents, we would get slapped?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep. Solved it. We got it. Columbo.
Would
Wink.
have any of your kids started making that noise like randomly? Do you have a switch in your house? Or are you like,
None of my daughters are gonna have a Switch.
Oh, no,
It's PC Master Race in this, or get out.
I think we have like three Switches.
You have, like,
I think
3
one of them
Switches?
belongs to me and is just laying there unused because I can't be bothered.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, no, I'm Steam PC Master Race. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but they ain't got
Zelda.
tears.
Zelda.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tears
you
for
have to lean
fears.
all the way over and
No, you plug it into a thing. It's on your TV.
Yeah, they got it on TV now.
so much. I don't know.
I don't like it on the console. It's like, what is this, a PSP? Get the fuck out of here. All right. Calm down.
The PSP and the Vita were great. I've got both of them.
I played the typing of the dead. The zombies come at you and you type a word and then they die. It's great.
What's that?
It's quite literally House
Is it
of
a
the Dead,
typing game?
but it's typing. Yeah,
I remember typing games.
yeah.
Mavis Beacon.
Yeah.
Mavis Bacon.
Remember, she would come at you. I'm Mavis Beacon, and then you would type apple, and she would go ah.
Yeah.
I do remember that.
You type chakra, spoon to arterial.
Are we ready?
Just one extra second here, folks. Okay. You know what? We are ready. Let's do our final checks here. All right, let's see here. Justin, are you good?
Yeah, yeah.
Ryan?
I'm the best.
Jeff? Let's do the shit. Annalisa? Totally. Brett.
Hello, friend.
Ooh, hello, friend. All right. And of course, the chat at I'm the Animal Studio. There we go. That's what we were looking for. Thank you, everybody, for joining us here on a great night. Green night? No, that's that's a movie. Actually, that's just a movie. The Great Night program is about to start.